Hi, it's Fazana again. In this video, we'll look at how to calculate the volume and surface area of prisms. Questions relating to this topic test you on applying the right formula and rearranging the formula when you're asked to find the radius or the height of the 3D shape. How you approach the question and your layout of the answer is crucial. So let's do some examples and I'll show you how easy it is. Yeah? Okay, let's start with the volume of a prism is the volume of the area of the cross section times the length. Yeah? So in a cylinder, you can tell the area of the cross section is a circle. Yeah? So we would be doing the area of the cross section, which is pi r squared, and then multiplying it by the length. Okay, so you do it all in one go. Yeah, so let's try. A can of drink has the shape of a cylinder. The can has a radius of 4 and a height of 15. Yeah, so let's just put them there, 4 and a height or length of 15. Yeah, but calculate the volume of the cylinder. Always, always, always write the formula first. So pi r squared, and this time we'll put h. Yeah, all right. And then go write in your numbers. So you've got pi times 4 squared times 15. Okay, can you see once you've written the formula, then when you start writing the numbers, you're not panicking and going around in circles. Yeah, everything's just falling into place. And you get 754 centimeter cubed to 3 significant figures. Okay, yeah, all right. The surface area of the cylinder, you can tell when you open up a cylinder, you'll get 2 circles on either side. And then if you open the curved bit, you'll actually get a rectangle. Okay, you can try it with a piece of paper if you fold it up and you get your cylinder. Okay, so you can see that one is pi r squared, and the area of that would be pi r squared. Now if you open that up, you can tell that would be the height or the length. Yeah, but that bit would actually be the circumference of a circle, which we know is pi times diameter. Yeah, but in this case they actually use, because you know the diameter is 2 radiuses. Yeah, so they go 2 pi r. Okay, so that becomes the surface area. So it's 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r l. Okay, yeah, so let's just write that down again. So surface area, the more you write it down, the more you'll even remember it. Yeah, because these formula aren't, at the time of making this video, they're not on the formula sheet. Yeah, okay, and then you get the numbers just flow then. So it's 2 pi times radius, which is 4 squared, plus 2 pi times 4 times 15. Okay, and on your calculator you'll get 477.5 centimeters squared. Okay, easy as that. Yeah, good. Okay, moving on. A cylinder has a volume of 965 centimeter cubed. The height is 16, and then you have to find the radius. Yeah, okay. Give your answer to 2 significant figures. So again, write the formula. So you've got volume equals pi r squared h. Now we go write what we know. So we know the volume, 965 equals pi r squared, which we don't know the radius, and then we've got times 16. Okay, now what I do, again, you can tell you've got to rearrange. And if you haven't watched my videos on rearranging formula, please stop watching this video. Go watch all my rearranging. because anything to do with volume and surface area, there's just so much rearranging the subject of the formula that this is what makes this topic just so lovable. Yeah, all right. So we ask, what has been done to the r, that poor r? It's like we're going to rescue it. So we squared it, and then we've multiplied it by 16 and multiplied it by pi. So we've multiplied by 16 pi. Now we go backwards and do the opposite. So we divide by 16 pi, and then we square root it. Yeah? So that's what you do to your 965. So you go 965 divided by 16 pi. Yeah? And you get the answer, and then you'll square root the whole answer. Okay, so what I do on my calculator, I go 965 divided by 16 pi, and then I press equals, and then I go square root answer. Yeah? And to two significant figures, you get 4.4 centimeters. Okay? Yeah? So keep trying this on the calculator until you feel really comfortable. All right? All right? Okay. Volume equals area of cross-section times length. So your cross-section is this triangle, yeah? And you have to find the volume of the triangular prism. Okay, so that's really easy. So again, what's the area of the triangle? The volume would be half base times height, which is the area of the triangle, and then times the length. Okay, and we do it all in one go. So we've got half times 3 times 4 times 7. Okay, and half of 12 is 6 times 7 is 42 centimeter cubed. Okay, doesn't it all fall out really well once you do it all in one go? Yeah, good. Okay, find the surface area of the triangular prism. Okay, so now we know it's got 5 faces. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So let's do, we've got the triangles first. So we're going half times 4 times 3. And we've got 2 lots of them. So we've got times 2 there. Again, don't do your calculations yet. We'll do it all in one go. And then that side would be 7 times 5. And we've got one of those. And then the bottom bit would be 7 times 3. And we've got one of those. And then that side there would be 7 times 4. And we've got one of those. Okay? And you can see we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 faces. All right? You get, now half of 2 is just 1. So you're just doing 4 times 3, 12. There you'd get 35. There you'd get 21 and 28. And we add them. And we get 96 centimeters squared. All right. Yeah. Okay. That was easy. Yeah. Next question. Find the total surface area of the solid prism shown in the diagram. The cross-section is an isosceles trapezium. Yeah? Okay. So we have to find the surface area. Okay, now we know we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces again. Yeah, so we've got 5 faces. Okay, now how do you find the area of a trapezium? I always say that if you have a trapezium, and this is the best way I remember it, every triangle and every quadrilateral wants to be a rectangle. Yeah, that's its dream. Okay, so what I say is, if I have candy that's that long and you have candy that's that long, and I sulk and you say, oh, stop sulking, we'll add and share. Yeah, so if you get some of my to me, yeah. So then it would be like the A plus B, so we add all our candies and then we share them, yeah. So A plus B divided by 2, yeah. So can you see it becomes a rectangle, yeah, and then you just multiply it by the height, okay, yeah. So that would be the surface, the area of the trapezium, okay. So that would be 3 there, yeah. So my candy is 3 centimeters and yours is 9, and thanks for sharing. Okay, so the trapezium would be 3 plus 9 divided by 2, so that's 12 divided by 2, which is 6, and then times the vertical height times 4, yeah, and you've got 24 there, okay, and we've got 2 of them, so that's 24 times 2, okay, and then that face there would be 8 times 5, and we've got 1 of those, okay, and then the one at the bottom would be 9 times 8, and we've got 1 of those, and then the other one would be 8 by 5, and we've got 1 of those, okay, and here you have 48, 40, 72, and 40, and if you add them up you get a nice round sum of 200 centimeters squared, okay, yeah. So just remember, add and share, yeah. Okay, the volume of the prism, again, you know it's the area of the cross section, area cross section times length. And what is our cross section? It was the trapezium, yeah, and we know the area of that was 24, yeah, so that would just be 24 times the length, which is 8, and you get 192 centimeter cubed. Okay, yeah, it's a good 3-4 mark question, isn't it? Yeah, and can you see the workings are just so simple, everything's laid out so well. If you're going to make a mistake, it's just going to jump out at you and say, no, no. All right, good. No, no. Okay, the diagram shows a prism, okay, and work out the volume. So again, we know it's area of cross-section. I'm writing while you look at the shape. Area of cross-section times the length. Okay, this time the cross-section is that bit there. Okay, so you can tell it's like a compound shape. So we'll split it into 2 rectangles, yeah? And what's that bit there? Oh, that whole thing is 9. That's 5, so that's 4 centimeters. So the area of that rectangle is just 4 times 8. So we'll say 32 centimeters squared, yeah? And then that will be 5 by 3. So that will be 15 centimeter squared, yeah? So the area of the cross section is 32 plus 15, just do it there, which comes to 47, yeah? So we've got 47 times the length, which is 10, so we get 470 centimeter cubed. All right, wasn't that easy? Yeah? Okay. Stick with me. Everything's easy. Good. That's all for now. Please keep watching the video again and again until you're comfortable. And as I mentioned, please watch the videos on rearranging the formula, because that's what's going to make it much easier to play around with the figures and your calculations when you're doing volume and surface area. Very, very important advice there. Okay? I'm uploading a lot more videos on volume and surface areas of other 3D shapes, so watch all of them, and your knowledge will be complete. All right? Remember, you're in control. Until next time, until the next video, take care. Bye.